Hello, Taurus. How are you? October 2021. How you guys been? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. I've got my bright light over here. This is the light of the world. This is the hermit light. This is the light of the spiritual journey that you're meant to be on. I'm bringing you all in. I want to share with you a little bit about what we do here as I introduce my team. We've got the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and of course, you've seen one, you've seen them all, but it's great for basis cards. We've actually got the Gilded Tarot here, and if you take a look here, you can actually win this very gift set of the Gilded Tarot. You're going to see how beautiful these cards are when I start utilizing them. And then, of course, we've also got the Language of Light. We're going to ask our soul what it is that we need to know about each one of the topics that we're talking about. And what we are actually going to be talking about is light, love, and laughter for Taurus in October 2021. Hi, everybody. I'm Conscious Medium Brandon Russ. I want to welcome you to the channel. Chances are this might be the first video you've ever seen by us. No pressure at all, Brandon. The work that I do is I work with people on their path, and the things that are going to come through are the people on your path, the things on your path, the challenges and the inner work that you need to do. We've got a really unique setup here. And as we kind of go along here, in order to win this Gilded Tarot gift set, what you're going to do is like and subscribe and share on any social media platform while tagging us. And our street team is going to get out there. They're going to see that you're out there. Pick somebody at random. We want to see the whole entire world show up for this channel. Taurus, come on. You always come through for us. You always do. Because you're strong. You're steadfast. A little jelly. A little jealous, but that's all right. That's how you're doing it. So we're talking today to the Taurans. The Taurans? I don't know. I just made it up. The Taurians. Sun, Moon, Rising. So your astrology for this month is kind of interesting. You're all about your health, your mental health, your love life health. You're going to dive in things a little bit more deeply. Of course, you're being affected by the Mercury retrograde. And again, this is about planning instead of executing. Jupiter goes direct on the 18th, which has a mild effect, not necessarily super uber direct, but when Venus moves from the 7th house into the 6th, or from the 7th house into the 8th house, that is when you really get really deep into your love, kind of 3/4 of the way through the month. Dare I sing a Bee Gees song? How deep is your love? Well, Taurus, you know. You're going to dive right in. You're going to deepen that connection because that's what you do. That's kind of how you love furiously. You know, by the way, it's actually part of the reason why you go so deep into this. By the way, if you really enjoy what it is that we do here and what I'm doing here, you can join our next tarot class. It actually starts on the 14th, as I'm realizing that the date is wrong, but that's okay. Let's get all of our mistakes right out of the way during Mercury retrograde. The other interesting part of this is that you've kind of got a party in the 6th house this month, Taurus. So you're really focusing in on how your abilities to take care of yourself, your mental health, your physical health, your relationship health, you're really focusing in on elevating this and bringing it to fruition. So get outside, get a walk in, go and be a rock star to somebody, right? Especially yourself, right? When the mask falls from the ceiling, make sure you put it on first so then you can take care of others. We're told that often. You, Taurus, really need to do that this month. So remember, guys, like, subscribe, and share so then I can get this to you. I would love it. I would love it if a Taurus was able to grab this. Love it. Woo-hoo. All right, guys, let's go dive right in. Let's talk about the light. And again, when we talk about the light, I'm going to actually move over to the table camera again. We talk about the light. This is about your connection with the 5D, with your creator, your angels, your guides. When we talk about the love, this is about yourself, your relationships, how you roll. And then, of course, with the laughter, it's about your 3D experience and your time here on Earth. How are you going to approach it? How are you going to live it? Kind of fun. What a forecast. What a forecast. By the way, Spirit gave this to me, and this is how we work. I'm going to bring in our bright light. We're going to ask our guides to connect with one another as we ask for the messages to come through that we hope to receive, and we do this work in light, love, and laughter. so we can become the best version of ourselves and all the work we're meant to do. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to do this work here today, because this is what I'm meant to do for the greater good and the light of the world. All right, we're just going to, again, we did a little meditation, did a little cleansing, and away we go. Oh, right out of the gate. Taurus, you are diving right in. Let's not forget who you are. Sun, moon, rising, moon, and Venus. Here we go. Empress, right out of the gate into the light. You are worthy. You are absolutely about to become something that you're really kind of meant to be. Now, you may or may not have started out on the right foot, because here comes the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords really kind of talks about like, hey, you might not be able to do everything, but at least you could do something. I think when this comes to your light and your spiritual connection, it has a lot to do with how you present yourself into the world around you. Maybe you've surrounded yourself with people that don't really get you. Taurus, you got that strong earth energy. At the end of the day, you really don't care. But on the surface, it kind of makes some sense that you'd be like, I share my gift, but not with everyone. That's kind of what it's speaking about there. All right, let's move on to the love. Let's talk about love, love, love. Oh, by the way, if you know that song, if you know that song, I'll give you a hint. Early 80s. Early 90s, rather. The heyday of MTV. I'll even put it on Headbangers Ball if you want. Why don't you go ahead and write it down below? I think you're going to really like this if you know the song. We'll talk about love, 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 love. That's all I'm going to give you. But put down the name of the band and the song. You can win a free reading from me. Listen, I don't just give away readings. You got to earn it. First of all, you got to get through my, somewhat intelligible tune carrying. Let's have fun with it, though. All right, let's talk about love for October 2021, Taurus. Oh, you're overflowing. You're worthy. You got it together. You've really kind of looked at it from the standpoint of being able to understand that you have all the tools that you need. You are abundance. You're the one. Some people may call you a little ostentatious or even egotistical, but we know the difference. We know that it's really just about love. Wow, some pretty powerful cards coming out here. Two of Wands. You want to see the world with your love. You want the world to see your love. So talking about your Venus or your moon right here, you're kind of tired of it like sitting in the background. You want to get it out there. You're like, I love everything, and I want to show everybody I love everything, including you. Oh, what a fantastic part of this spread. Wow. All right, now let's talk about laughter. Ace of Swords. Boy, you love intelligent conversation, the groups of people. By the way, no surprise with so much activity in your sixth house right now, Taurus. Sitting there in the sixth house, and you're just like, come on, let's go, let's party. Go ahead, be that party animal, because that's who you are. But you need to be the center of attention, and here comes King of Cups. King of Cups comes out. And by the way, for the sake of this reading, all of the cards are upright. Now, there are appropriate times where the reversals will come in other types of readings, but for this, we're talking about overarching forecast. We really just want to get the understanding of this. Reversals come in when you need to understand where the sticking points are for you personally. Here, we're talking about the overarching efforts, which is why right here, the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups, well, this is really talking about all that activity in your sixth house. Get out there, love life. Yeah, activities, one right after another. Good Lord. Taurus, you're a lot of fun. You really are a lot of fun, but you're also kind of no nonsense. Like, I say that in a good way. And by the way, I'm doing a little shuffle just so that then you can have trust that I'm actually shuffling. There's debates and great debates, and we actually talk about these really cool things in the Art and Science of Tarot that starts on October the 14th. Little typo edit there. My bad. I think when I typed that, it was because I was like, when does Jupiter go direct? That's the 18th. When does Mercury go direct? The 19th. Busy week. Why not start a class and give misinformation out? Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm here to help. You believe that, don't you, Danny? That I'm here to help? Okay, now we're going to ask the Gilded Tarot for a little advice here. What are we talking about with the Empress and the Seven of Swords? Oh, here's your strength. You got to have strength to get through this spiritual quest and journey. Listen, you have a specific set of tools. You're meant to use them. You're going to use them. And Spirit's also reminding you that your family is actually a good thing. And, oh, by the way, abundance is abound with the Ace of Pentacles. Look at how beautiful that card is. You know, and I'm going to do a close-up cam, and I'm going to get it right here in front of it. All different camera angles here at the Spirit Tree Studio. It's really a good-looking card right there. So when you take a look at both of those, that entire portion of the spread about what we're doing right here, you got the Empress reminding you that you're worthy, you're connected to things. You're also trying to figure out your lane here with this. Know that you have the strength and abundance to get there. Don't mince words. Jump in. Let's talk a little bit about love, love, love. Last clue. The Hangman shows up. How about that? This is about perspective. Yeah, you know, it's also about timing, a little bit of delay. And why not have the Nine of Wands come out? Nine of Wands is, you know, you're kind of battle torn. You kind of been there, done that. You're done with the fight. You want to be able to show the world you love. Maybe this is a relationship that went sideways. Maybe it's a relationship you haven't been able to come out with. Maybe it's that person hasn't reciprocated yet. And you're like, you know what? I can't do this more than you do. Ooh. That's speaking to somebody out there. And then, why not allow yourself to actually love the way you're meant to love? A lot of fun right there in this spread. All right, let's take a look at the laughter. Oh, the laughter. Here we go. Oh, I'm on one camera, onto the other. Why not have the Page of Pentacles coming out? Something new. These are new adventures, new friends maybe. New things coming through. Oh, and then we've got ourselves a Knight of Swords. Strong, intelligent conversation. Maybe you'll meet that knight in shining armor. By the way, this really kind of makes sense that maybe friends become lovers. Lovers deepen into friendship. It can go both ways. Can go both ways, especially here when the cards talk about it. All right, let's talk to our soul here for a minute. Let's dive into the soul path. Don't you love doing soul path work? Dark night of the soul, understanding how your soul's purpose is, understanding your connection to the Akashics, and what your goal is here on Earth. It's a really important thing when you take a look at that. Here we go, right out of the gate. Oh, you are grounded here in your principles. Your spiritual path is actually very practical. Of course it is, Taurus. You're an earth sign. You love who you are. You love your path. You love your journey. Oh, let's talk about that. Love, love, love. This is actually an inward revolution. You know, this card comes out with this spread. This is about self-love. This is about worthiness. This is about overflowing. This is about sharing with the world. I don't know. Maybe you're going to love travel. Maybe you're going to love yourself enough to get what you need out of every situation. That doesn't make you selfish. It makes you complete. And by the way, shouldn't we all be just a little unfinished? It's kind of a brilliant thing when you think of it that way. All right, soul, tell us a little bit about what we're doing here in the 3D with our laughter and its manifestation. Boy, you love your interaction with the world. You love getting out there with your friends. Of course you're going to manifest this. You're going to manifest a really good time. By the way, it doesn't mean you need to be in charge. You don't have to do all the organization, but I'll tell you this, though. Having something new and having something intelligent and loving these, you got a great month ahead. By the way, the first half of the month in general for October, a little slow. Little slow intellectually, emotionally. Right? I've completely forgotten the board here today. But now when we pay attention to the center square, how about this? I got to give a close-up to my buddy here. How about that for center square? The Magician comes out. And of course, the Magician talks about being able to multi-manifest. Oh, here we are. How about the Fool on top of that? Something new. You're going to manifest something new here. Isn't that pretty fantastic? Of course you are, Taurus. You're finally getting your act together. You're beginning to understand how all of this is coming together. I'm going to back this up a little bit, but you still got a good angle on it. You totally have... Oh, wow. How about we just double down on nothing but new? The Gilded Tarot tells us also about the Fool card. By the way, what a great way to kind of do a comparison to the two of them. Both are the Fool card. New beginnings, new understanding, leap of faith. By the way, doesn't that kind of talk a little bit about what goes on up here in our light spread? Be grounded in this new jump. But boy, oh boy, is it coming. Oh yeah, here we go. Take a little bit of the emotion out of it. No surprise there for you, Taurus. You do love a good emotional connection. You really do. But at the end of the day, come on, let's be honest. You can cut the emotion out like anybody. Taurus, what a time for growth. What does our soul have to say about it? How about an expansion of who we are? Oh, wow, what a great spread. So Taurus, just as a quick recap, we're going to actually, any of the questions that you have about your purpose and your spirituality, listen, take what you can, do what you can with who you can. Right? Be grounded in your approach. Don't be the one that stands on the soapbox and said, blah, 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 blah. Be very clear. See who you can help. Be practical. Into your love life. Well, this is pretty awesome. Into who you love, what you love. This is about self-love as much as it is being able to pronounce who you love, what you love. Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful spread here. And then at the end of the day, though, you got to look inside. And then all that activity into the sixth house really comes out of the laughter part of the spread here. No, it's a really, really good time. This is a great time for you guys. You know, by the way, manifestation, you kind of sort of wanted it this way. Overall, you come out with the Magician. I'm going to hit it again. The Magician comes out as a way to say, happy manifesting. Come on, Taurus, get with it. The Fool comes out not once, but dos, por favor. Nothing but new, 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 new. By the way, that doesn't mean that the old is disregarded. It just means that maybe you look at the old in a new way. Hey, we've never done this before. Kind of makes sense. Spouse for a long time and you say, you know, we've never really tried this. Let's go do that. Next thing you know, you're strapped down to a back of a hairy, sweaty guy jumping out of an airplane. But it's still new. Come on, love and enjoy it. And then the expansion. Boy, Taurus, I'm almost jealous I'm not a Taurus today. You got a lot coming and it's really beautiful. Let it all come together. So then you can grow and live in your best truth and self. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, remember, like and subscribe this page. Share it out there, please. Please, please give yourself an opportunity to win this Gilded Tarot gift set. Don't forget about that song to try and win a reading. And guys, share this with your friends, please. Please, please, please. This is a very unique thing. I promise I'll get better at this. I really will. I want to thank you guys for being part of my path. I'm Conscious Medium Brandon Russ. And since we can't hug and handshake right now, we're going to do the heart tap and tell each other we love and care for one another and remind one another to keep going. All right, guys, take care, be well, and I will see you in November.